So I am aggressively pro-choice.
That's interesting. Let's hear why.
I think anyone with a relatively rational, logical mind that isn't plagued by religion thinks...
Oh, so you don't have an argument. You're committing a guilt by association fallacy by associating religion with the pro-life position. You're just intellectually lazy and you don't want to engage with the position, so you poison the well.
It's a little bit funny because God is actually even pro-abortion in certain situations. And if you look up in the Bible, Numbers chapter 5, verses 11 through 30.
No. Andrew, you're being intellectually lazy again. Pregnancy is nowhere hinted or even implied in that passage. Superficial reading from Google is not very impressive.
I'm going to get into too many details as to why I'm pro-choice. I think anyone who isn't plagued by a belief system kind of gets...
I'm not sure what you mean by plagued by a belief system. We all have a worldview. We all have a belief system. I'll translate for him. What he really means is, I'm not going to engage with position because anyone who disagrees with me is plagued by their belief system because they're wrong. And I want to elaborate why, because it's just common sense. Many atheist philosophers are pro-life. I know at least 8 philosophical pro-life arguments. I've covered at least 3 on my page. Maybe you should engage with the arguments or academia.
Credit to George Carlin for this one. It's funny how people who are pro-life, they care so much about a fetus, but as soon as it's born, they don't give a fuck about it.
Even granting this argument, it does not follow that the pro-life position is false. This is what is known as a tu quoque fallacy. Even granting our personal behavior is inconsistent with our ideology, it does not follow that the ideology is false. For example, if I say stealing is wrong, and then I go steal, it does not follow that stealing is moral. But even this garbage argument is wrong. Pro-lifers, and especially Christians, the ones you demonize, are twice as likely to adopt. 91% of religious conservatives donate to charity. Christians volunteer at a rate 10% higher than the average. And Planned Parenthood only gave 9,000 cases of prenatal care, even though their funding is $600 million. The US has over 3,000 crisis pregnancy centers with an average of 40 volunteers. 79% of these centers continue after the baby's first birthday. The number involved in pro-life outreach is more than any other stream combined. Not only are you fallacious, you're wrong. God bless.